Hello everyone, welcome back to Decidedly Vanilla for the Nether episode. I'm going to do a bit of Nether exploring today, and I'll show you why in a minute. But first of all, I should let you know there's some sad news in the Democratic Republic of Mushroom. Fowler is actually missing. This guy is not Fowler. You'll see he hasn't got a name tag, and I think I know why this is. Also, leads seem to be kind of buggy because this lead keeps disappearing, so I'm going to quickly refresh this to make sure he doesn't wander off too far. I wanted to have a chicken around because chickens have got to have the vote. That's a very important thing. But yeah, when we had that... Hello you, stay away. I have 16 of your pearls. When we had that incident in the previous episode with the chicken jockey that were turned invisible and decided to invade my home, I think it may have spawned and taken Fowler with it, which is really upsetting. And I could be wrong about that. Like, I don't know for certain that chicken jockeys can pick up named chickens if they've been named with a tag, but it looks like that may have been what went down. So, yeah, I've not seen Fowler around here for a while. He's definitely missing in that video, so I'm very concerned that Fowler has fallen prey to a baby zombie. But never mind. We've got another chicken now. I might name him, but I haven't really decided to do that yet. Anyway, into the Nether, because this is going to be the focus of today's episode. I pretty much want to do some exploration of the Nether on camera because I've not done that yet in DV, and because my Nether tunnel is nearly finished, and what I want to finish it off is some quartz. I also want sea lanterns to go in this block behind each of the mushrooms, partly so there's a transparent block there so the fence doesn't get fixed to stuff, but also because I think they look really nice with the quartz, and I think they look better than any other kind of lighting, and nobody really uses sea lanterns in their tunnels, and the reason for that is because they're really expensive. Guardians do not often drop those prismarine crystals that you need to put into the lanterns, so I only have a couple of them here. I spent ages at the Guardian farm and I got maybe 11 prismarine crystals, and you need 5 to make one lantern along with prismarine shards, so that is a pain, and I'm going to have to spend a lot of time. Hopefully when the Guardian farm gets fixed up I will actually be able to use that, but for now, yeah, I'm going to have to figure out a better way of doing that. But I need more quartz to put in these pillar designs that I've got going on, but I quite like the way it's turned out so far. I've kept this section sealed off just in case I want to go there and do something with it, but yeah, I've got it set up so far so that there's like a fast track kind of section here that you can get to the Nether hub really easily, and yeah, so far that's the work I've done. It's almost finished. I just need to get the sea lanterns or maybe some other kind of lighting solution in there if I think sea lanterns are too much bother, and the rest of the quartz. So I'm going to go exploring in the Nether today. I've got ender pearls with me, got some potions of fire resistance, I've got full diamond armor, and I haven't even shown this to you properly yet. I got protection 4 and Unbreaking 3 on the helmet. I added the respiration. That chest plate came to me completely like that, which is fantastic. Unbreaking 3, Protection 3 on the leggings, and the boots, I think I added a couple of abilities too, the Depth Strider and the Feather Falling, but those are fantastic as well. And I'm a little bit concerned that I'm going to lose all of it because I've had a couple of close calls in the Nether with all my stuff, and I've been really, really worried. I feel like I should show this on camera as well, and I got some footage of it earlier. I was doing some work on the Nether tunnel, and I came back into the main hub area, and Jefferson's tunnel was on fire. Like, the whole thing was burning. And so I ran around like a chicken jockey for a while trying to put out the fire and just wondering how on earth it could have happened. And as I was just patting down every single piece of fire that I could, I figured out what it was. The fact that he's lit the floor down here with lava, and the vines that I suggested that he put vines on the side of this ravine and on the trees to make it look more like a jungle, and he did that in one of his recent episodes, and I think the vines grew down towards the lava and then they caught fire, and then the fire just traveled up and the whole thing just went. And so I felt really bad about that. I felt kind of personally responsible because I was the one who'd suggested that he put vines up in the first place. So what I did was I went to the jungle out on the other side of the chunk border in the Republic of Mushroom, and I cut down a bunch of the jungle trees around there, got some leaves, got some vines, threw in a bit of glowstone into the chest that I left him as well, just in case he wanted to change the lighting up to make sure that a fire didn't happen again in future. But he's a careful guy, and I feel like it was my reckless idea to put the vines in that led to the fire. So I'm really sorry about that, Jefferson. I hope you don't have too hard a time getting that fixed up again. Anyway, I'm going to get access to the Nether from the Witherwalk tunnel. I feel like that's probably the best place to do it, because I want to go exploring out from the main hub, and I want to be able to get back here pretty quickly if I can. What I've done before is I've gone out to the faraway hub, and I've got access to the Nether from there, and then did all my exploring sort of on the way back, and that was a little bit dicey in places. So I figure I'll start out from the main hub this time, and I'll just go in a random direction and see what I can get. So we've drunk our fire resistance potion and we are good to go. It's also really interesting to see what stuff that's been built off the main hub looks like from underneath, because I really haven't travelled around here very much. I think the first thing I'm going to do is try and get some of this quartz that's up here on the ceiling, because there's a whole bunch of it up there, and right now we probably aren't going to take any fire from ghasts, so it seems like an appropriate thing to do to get up here as high as possible. And this feels already very precarious, but hey, what can you do? I will build out a little cobblestone here, and I think this is as good as it's going to get. And I've got feather falling on me, so hopefully I won't take any ghast fire, but if I do, hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Yeah, look at that. That was not a great deal of damage at all. And that was a bit of a leap of faith on my part, and now I have to dismantle this entire thing, which I feel really dumb for having done that. Never dig below, you guys. That is rule number 1, and yeah, I pretty much went against every single rule in the book when I just did that. But that's fine, that's fine. I'm still new to this game. I'm still incredibly new. I've only been playing Minecraft like a year and a bit, if that. Possibly even less than that. I can't honestly remember. I think it was probably around April when I started playing on Xbox. Anyway, let's get rid of this. And if we can spot any more up there, there's a couple of things. But I think what I will do is take an ender pearl and go explore. Now I want to make sure I take a note of which direction I go in when I head out this way. And I need to make sure I don't hit any zombie pigmen, because that was what nearly killed me last time. I really shouldn't have done what I did. I was trying to take down a ghast, was what I was doing. I was trying to take down a ghast with a bow, and I ended up accidentally hitting a zombie pigman, and then I was probably 600 blocks from the hub in the Nether, not even kind of overworld length blocks. And obviously everyone from around here is going to have taken all of the quartz, so we're going to have to do a bit of travelling before we get anywhere with finding quartz. But yeah, I aggroed a whole bunch of zombie pigmen, which was not an intelligent move. So hopefully we won't do that again. It'd also be quite cool to get some nether brick as well, and I know a lot of the nether brick around here is going to be part of a fortress that someone else will already have explored, so I kind of wonder if we can find our own fortress out here. I know that's kind of asking a bit much right now. Which way am I facing? East. Because I think they go sort of north-south, don't they? So maybe we can just find a way of getting around here. Oh, there's some quartz there. Yeah, there's still a little bit around here. That's cool. Awesome. I'll take you and you and you. Let's see if we can get down here safely. Cool. So while I'm out here, while I'm relatively safe and I don't have to panic and run for my life or anything, I want to talk a little bit about some of the stuff I'm planning on building and get you guys' opinions on what I should do next, because I haven't contributed anything to Spawn yet. And Ovi has done a fantastic job of creating a sort of downtown area outside of Spawn. I say outside of Spawn, it's really part of Spawn now. And I do think I want to get involved with building something there, because I don't know if anybody has done that yet. I don't know if anyone's really built anything in that space, and so it's not like I want to be the first necessarily, but I do want to start contributing to the town. And the guys on this server have done an amazing job of making shops that are useful. Like everything is kind of available. Like B-Ran's banner shop kind of has all the supplies you need to make a banner. He sells potions, which you might not be able to get if you're a newcomer and you haven't been into the Nether to get potion brewing stuff yet. So I don't think there's really a great deal of stuff that I can make that people can't get by themselves. So I think there's going to be a kind of novelty to any shop I make. It's not really going to be a shop people will go to for something super useful. It's probably going to be a shop that people go to because it's like an interesting idea, or it's kind of something funny, and just because they want to be a good sport, I suppose. So one of the ideas I had, because I work so much with giant mushrooms, and I've seen people before use them for like a nomadic experience of Minecraft as a tent, I was thinking about making a camping shop, and I was going to put in some supplies so people could kind of take a mushroom and a bucket of water, or maybe a block of mycelium if they pay a little bit extra, and they could kind of go on a camping expedition. And they could take that with them caving or whatever, and they could use the giant mushroom as their like base of operations temporarily, and as a temporary shelter from mobs if they needed it, that kind of thing. So yeah, I had that worked out. I have like a couple of tiers of sail that you could potentially buy, one of which would be a camping expedition, which is basically like buy a collab with me. So like I'd bring all the gear and stuff, and then we just meet at a predetermined location and we do some caving or do some exploration or something like that. So that was one of the ideas I had that I think would be kind of cool. The other idea came up today from talking to people in the Skype chat. Basically, I let everybody on the server know that there'd been a fire in Jefferson's tunnel and that I'd tried my best to put it out and so forth. And we kind of came up with the idea of there being a fire station at spawn, because there's already a police station, right? There's already Page's police station and Inspector Swordfish and everything. And so I figured it would be kind of funny to have a fire station there as well. And I could probably make a decent approximation of a fire engine, and like there could be a pole made out of a fence or something like that. I don't know. There's a couple of different ideas I've got knocking around for that. So camping shop or fire station, or potentially both, I think is going to be a good idea. How am I doing for fire resistance? I've got a minute left. Okay, cool. I've actually not needed to go that far to find quartz, which is surprising really, but maybe we can go a little bit further afield in a minute once I've grabbed some of this stuff from up here. One of the things I do want to build in future, which I kind of want to get other people involved with, just because it's a slightly more ambitious build as well, is a theatre. And I don't know quite how that's going to go, and I know Spawn has like a kind of, I think I've heard them say it has like a 60s sort of vibe in terms of the architecture, and I'm not an architecture person at all. Like I kind of know a little bit about stuff, and I can look up what theatres from the 60s look like, but it's not going to come naturally to me to know what a 60s building should look like. So yeah, I kind of want a little bit of input on that idea from people who know a little bit about architecture. If there's any kind of buildings that you think would look kind of cool that are like theatres or could be made into like a theatre structure, then send me a Google image or something, because I am open to ideas about that. But I really want to make a theatre, and not necessarily like a movie theatre either, because I know that that's a possibility, but I really want to make like a kind of stage theatre. I have a really cool idea actually for like making a set of banners for it, not even a single banner, but like a kind of 3-part banner that has curtains on either side and that kind of thing, just as a kind of front decoration for it. Yeah, I think fire resistance has run out now. Okay, it's going to be dangerous, but I think we might want to go a little bit further afield to find some more resources. So, going to pop our first nether pearl over there. See where we end up. Cool, not bad, not bad. Some glowstone over here. I'm going to be collecting a bit of glowstone as well if I can. I don't really need it for a great deal yet. I've got all the redstone lighting I need for my spawner, and I'll be doing up the skeleton spawner that I found in another video as well, and that's looking a bit precarious. That's out over the lava, and obviously like I'm fine with lava right now because I have fire resistance on, but I don't want to be taking too many risks, especially with all my diamond gear on me. Cool, finding a bit of quartz here. Be nice to fortune this when I'm back at my base. The thing about quartz is that it's probably going to be everywhere, but you don't want to do all that digging for it, and finding surface quartz is always going to be the ideal, but I'm surprised that I'm still finding it this close to the hub area. I really hope that I don't lose my bearings, but as Ovi said in one of his previous videos, it's actually not that hard to get back to the Nether hub, because all you need to do is make sure you're heading towards the 0, 0 coordinate, because the Nether hub is like related to the overworld spawn chunks, so it's always going to be at that 0 coordinate. So that's kind of useful. Knowing that is a very useful thing. Let's dig these out. I'm always slightly wary of lava being underneath these bits, but that bit was only 1 block deep. So we're looking all right there. Cool. It's really tempting to just fire another ender pearl out into the darkness, but yeah, I think I will try and play it safe as much as possible. I really want to get that glowstone as well, even though it's just kind of, it's not super necessary, it's just hanging there over that lava, and it looks so inviting. There's a massive clump of it, but no, I will leave that for now. I'm hearing ghasts. I don't want to get knocked off my perch so much. Okay, interesting. Couple of options here. Let's skirt our way around this. This nether fortresses are just the most impressive structures to me. Like the fact that this randomly generates and it just goes on for ages. They just look so cool. And they're all made out of that really nice nether. I mean, nether brick isn't the most amazing looking. Oh, there's an ender chest. That's convenient. I wonder who left that there. I'm kind of tempted to pick that up with my silk touch pick, but hey, I can leave that there just in case anybody comes to need it in future. Cool, seeing a couple more quartz deposits up there. Let's go for those. But yeah, nether brick isn't like the most appealing material, especially outside of the context of the nether, but it's just something that you can look at that isn't netherrack, which is always nice. Right, let's go up here. Let's swap this out for netherrack now we have some, because it's just nicer to get rid of netherrack once you're done than kind of break down all of that cobble. I'm kind of in the wrong place here, or am I? No, I'm good, I'm good. I'm underneath this. Cool. Great. Looks like I've got all of that. Make the way back down. So yeah, I'm mostly going to be making this quartz into stairs and pillars for my nether tunnel, but I have a couple of ideas for things I want to do with quartz outside of that. I've still not made a bunch of the kind of redstone components and stuff that you can make, like a redstone comparator and so on. I've really not done a great deal with redstone, and I kind of want to become a massive nerd about redstone. It's going to take a lot of teaching because I don't know the first thing about circuits in the first place, and I think having a background knowledge of electrical stuff is vital when you're understanding like what kind of logic gates you're making for redstone contraptions and so forth. But I'm willing to give it a go because the stuff I've seen some people build is incredible, and I kind of want to get involved with that. Let's see, can we make it down there? I think we can probably worm our way down here, just sticking to this wall. Okay, I have a ton of soul sand as well for my nether wart farm in my potion brewing setup, so I don't need to worry about soul sand so much right now. Okay, hopefully I can remember which way I came. How are we doing for fire resistance? Still got a little bit of time left. Cool. This wasn't the mad dash through the nether I was expecting it to be when I decided to do some nether stuff, so I figure we will probably have a chance to visit spawn at the end of this video. I need to enter the lottery again because I forgot to last time, but I'm running a little low on diamonds, and winning the lottery would certainly help me, but that's definitely not guaranteed. But you've got to be in it to win it, right? And let's just say it has better odds than the real world lottery, so I think I'll give that a try once we're back at spawn. So for now, let's grab some of this. Ominous noises are never good in the Nether. Every time one of those like little effects, the background effects comes in, I'm ever so slightly concerned. I love the fact that there are chickens around as well. Like obviously they're kind of from the zombie pigman chicken jockeys, but it just makes me laugh that a random chicken will just turn up in the Nether. Oh, look at this. There's one piece of quartz ore here, just hanging out. I'll have you. Okay, so where are we at in relation to everything? I think... Oh, no, not back that way. Back this way. Back this way is where we need to be. Let's see if we can grab some of that from up there. That looks inviting. Fire resistance, still got a minute and a half. That's cool. Let's make our way over here. Great. I think I've got pretty much all of that. Got to be careful coming down. If my pickaxe is too efficient, it's going to drop me right in lava. Cool. Okay, yeah, finding a great bit of quartz. Oh, there we go. There's some. Thankfully, I still have fire resistance for a minute. Oh, yeah, that would not have been great if it had just run out then. Oh, thankfully, I have enough. Right, I think I should probably start making my way back now. I figured I would take 3 fire resistance potions with me, and that would be a decent amount of time for the... Oh, there's a pigman somewhere suffocating in a wall, is what it sounds like. Oh, wow, jackpot. Okay, yeah, let's head on down. I have no idea if, like, blocking with a sword actually decreases full damage. I think I read that somewhere and kind of went, that makes a logical bit of sense because it's technically protecting you from damage, and does it differentiate between mob damage and full damage? I have no idea. If it's just plain old damage, but I'm going to take that chance. I will take that bet because any damage I can avoid taking is worthwhile, I think. Right, I think I've got everything from around here now. There's a couple of little tunnels out here that I want to explore, and that has paid off. A bit more quartz. How much we got now? Okay, we're well into our 3rd stack. That will be great. I know I'm not going to get 4 pieces of quartz for everything, so chances are I will not come away with nearly as much quartz as I thought I had, but with fortune there's a decent chance that I'll be doing alright. Oh, there's some up there in the ceiling as well. Great. Yep, and the swirlies have gone, which means our fire resistance has run its course. So let's hope we don't run into any more lava. I think destroying these is going to be a safe bet. But after that, we'd better make sure that we top up on that last fire resistance potion. Cool. Great. Let's make sure we don't aggro any more zombie pigmen on our way out of here. And there's a chicken. Hello, chicken. And a ton more quartz. Fantastic. So you guys will have to let me know, especially those of you who are on the server watching this video, what you think I should build at spawn. I want to start small, I guess, because I think the camping shop idea was one of the first ones I had, and it was one that I figured would be kind of cool. But then part of me really wants to go for a project like the fire station. And I know I could probably get a couple of people in on the design of that one if I wasn't sure if I could pull it off by myself. So I think Kane said he was interested, although I think he wanted the fire station to be permanently on fire. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, let's actually get out of here, shall we? Good times. Let's find out which way we're supposed to be going to get back. Is it that way? No, it's that way. Okay, good. Much as I want to go for a swim, I think we'll probably take it easy around this side. Is that the way we got up? Oh no, I'm slowly setting fire to myself thanks to the soul sand. Up here. I think it was up here. Yeah, it was. Cool. Okay, good, good. Nether navigation has always been difficult for me. It's impossible to spot landmarks when you're in the nether. Oh, hi! Nice to see you. Yeah, you can eat it. I've already got the Return to Sender achievement. I got that ages ago. Pretty much the first time I turned up in the Nether, just fired a fireball right back at a ghast. Pretty much the same as I did on my single player series, actually. So can be nice and happy with that. I have a ton of achievements that I haven't been able to show you guys on camera, unfortunately. But yeah, I've been collecting them here and there. I still don't have anything related to the Ender Dragon, obviously, because they've already killed the dragon on this server. Although, from what I hear, judging from the news on the 1.9 update I've been hearing through Twitter and on Reddit, there are chances that the Ender Dragon match will be replayable in future, which is kind of an exciting prospect. I think that's going to be kind of cool. I'm not sure how they're going to implement that. I figure it might be something to do with the dragon egg. And I don't know if anyone on the server has the dragon egg. Like, I haven't actually asked them if anyone has that, or if there's an egg knocking around. But yeah, I definitely still need to fight the dragon on my single player series, just to, you know, just to say that I've done it, just to prove to you guys that I can, even though I'm sure you're aware that I'm capable of defending myself by now. Let's see, what else have we got around here? Oh, a magma cube. Hi. I think you're probably not big enough to give me any magma cream, are you? No, you're not. That's a shame. I have wanted a bit more magma cream just to make sure I'm stocked up on these fire resistance potions, because as you've seen, they are pretty handy. I think this is the bottom of one of B-Ran's setups. I'm just going to silk touch my way through here. Don't mind me. Fantastic. We'll put the glass back here, and it's like we were never there. Yeah, here we are. Here we are. Nether trip successful. I think we can be pleased with that. I've got pretty much 3.5 stacks of quartz ore. So let's head back to Mushroom and let's smelt that up, shall we? I was hoping the view from up here would be great, but it's actually kind of terrible because my render distance is bad. But look at that, right down there. That is my little town. And I love the fact that the giant mushroom looks so good even from this distance. I've got my Fortune 3 pick here, and I've still got a little bit of fire resistance. That's not exactly going to help me now, but let's make our way back down via this giant tower of quartz. You might have noticed I've been doing a little bit more building here and there. I haven't done anything else spectacular with my base right now, but the mushroom down there on the right via the, like, right next to the potato farm is a mushroom of my own invention, my own design. I kind of wanted to expand the variety of stuff that you see in mushrooms, because there's only 2 types of huge mushrooms, and I wanted to make one that had like a more interesting kind of cap, so that's what that one is. And yeah, we've got a couple of decent stacks of quartz out of that. That's not bad. The sun is setting, so I'm going to quickly head inside to make sure creepers don't spawn and blow up the rest of my quartz ore. Let's have a sleep, and I'll come back to you when I've fortuned the rest of this ore. Okay, that was not bad. That left us with 64 plus 56. 120? 120 blocks of quartz. Which, you know, is still not bad. It might just about get us where we want to be. So I'm going to turn a bunch of that into pillars, turn the rest into stairs, and then we'll see how we get on with that. And that is about as far as it's got me, not even halfway down the tunnel, so I'm going to need to go back and get a ton more quartz just for the stairs. I mean, the stairs, you only get 4 of them for every 6 blocks of quartz, and I'm going to need 2 of them per column, so looks like I've got a lot more work to do. But I won't do that on camera. What I will do is head over to spawn and enter the lottery like I said I was going to. Here we are, lottery building, there's my chest, diamond going in, entered. Current jackpot is 8 diamonds, which would be very, very useful, but we'll see how that turns out. I do want to check the downtown area while I'm there, which I think it's over in this direction, actually. I think it's past a lot of the stuff Logan builds. And it looks like this place is now open. Interesting to see what happens here. St. Mango's School for Giant Iron Monsters, and there certainly do seem to be a lot of them in there, so yeah, we'll see if anybody has a use for those. Let's see. This place does look amazing, by the way. Ovi's shown it on camera, and there's a ton of stuff right here in the center. This square looks awesome. It's obviously got the kind of glass lights that the center of spawn has, and I think a good spot for the fire station, if I end up building that, would be kind of over here by the river, because obviously firemen need a lot of water to do their job in the simplest sense. So I think maybe somewhere over here would be a good spot. I mean, it'll have to have access to like the center of spawn, so maybe kind of on this corner, but it'd be quite a large build, I get the sense. So I don't know, maybe we can find a better spot for it. Obviously, I don't want to interfere with the amusement park that's going to be over there eventually. But yeah, I think the camping shop could probably use a slightly kind of smaller plot, maybe like over here by these trees that I think B-Ran was farming at one point. So yeah, maybe something like this would be good for the camping shop. Okay, and as for the theatre, I think the theatre would probably have to be on one of the corners of Circle Square. Does it have corners? Circle, Square? Don't know, brain hurts. Anyway, probably around here, like somewhere around here. It'd have to have enough space for the stage though. So, tricky. Interesting. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, whether I should build a fire station, whether I should build a camping shop, or whether I should just go for it and attempt the theatre. And it'll be interesting to see what you guys have to say about that. For now, I think we're going to end it here, seeing as I've done a fair bit in this episode already, including a lot of waffling in the nether. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Pixlriffs. This is Decidedly Vanilla, and I'll see you next time.